There's something about One Piece that just brings everyone together. Regardless if you've read the manga or if you've watched the anime, it doesn't really matter because they're both that good. One Piece brings you into this wonderful fantasy world that even after more than 1,000 episodes, it has so much more to explore. The story is inspiring, entertaining, and emotional, all at the same time. One Piece will stay with us as we go through struggles, through our successes, and anything else that life has to throw at us. And that's why I don't think that One Piece should ever end. One Piece has helped me through the ups and downs that life has to offer, and it has definitely helped me become a better person. I've been watching the series for over 10 years at this point, and it's a big part of my life. I find myself crying at certain scenes and remembering what different characters did in different situations throughout the story. The show is something I'm even able to talk to my brother about, and he's nearly 10 years older than I am. The man has been watching a few episodes of One Piece every month now for years. He doesn't watch many other anime at this point, given how busy his life is. But he does make a point to stay caught up on One Piece because the story and the world are just that good. If it wasn't, he definitely would have dropped the show a long time ago. One Piece has genuinely impacted my life in a positive way, and I'm sure it's done the same for many other people around the globe. Because of that positive impact, I love One Piece. I mean, I have a Kaoru plushie and a One Piece poster right next to me while I'm filming this. Now, I'm not fully caught up on the series, but it's not because I dislike it. It's largely due to different things going on in my life, and then of course restarting the series at the beginning a few months ago in order to watch it with my wife. I've made it all the way up to around the 700th episode mark twice now in my life, and I absolutely love the show. In fact, I kind of wish I was downstairs watching One Piece right now. I just don't want the series to end, for the world to end. And you shouldn't either. Now, I'm not saying that I don't want the Straw Hat Pirates' journey to wrap up or for Luffy and his crew to accomplish their various goals. Personally, I would really enjoy watching the Straw Hat Pirates accomplish their goals. That doesn't mean I don't want more from the world. Some people might argue that the series should definitely end with the Straw Hats, and I believe that they're wrong. Obviously, you can look at a series like Naruto, Naruto Shippuden, and ultimately Boruto, and think that a spin-off is the wrong decision regardless of it being a prequel or a sequel. That the series should definitely end with the Straw Hats, but I believe there's definitely a right way to do a sequel, or more preferably, a prequel. I believe that a sequel would be much harder for the One Piece team to pull off successfully. Trying to keep everybody happy while attracting a new audience from a new generation would ultimately discourage the core audience of One Piece. Keeping the original fans entertained while bringing in newer fans is a challenging thing to tackle. I mean, you can look at a show like Pokemon in this regard and see how many old fans have stopped watching the series altogether due to their approach in targeting a younger audience. But their approach to the series has brought in a whole new generation of fans over multiple decades. And with that, they've been able to provide older fans with a lot of new content as well. Given enough time, Pokemon fans might get a spin-off series that they too will enjoy. Just because you, an original fan of One Piece, might not enjoy it, does not mean that a spin-off for One Piece is bad for the universe. Also believe that ending one of the largest manga and anime entirely will be bad for the community, and not just for the One Piece community, but for anime as a whole. And it will ultimately drive more people away to other hobbies and passions. The idea of continuing the One Piece universe is extremely exciting to me, because I absolutely love the side stories and everything that goes on in the anime. It's something that my wife and I like to talk about every now and then. We like to theorize what's happening in the show before we actually know. One Piece is a story that we'd love to explore. My wife and I love the flashbacks, and personally would be thrilled with exploring the history of One Piece and the world as a whole. One of my favorite parts of One Piece is the world building. The different blues, the new world, and everything from the world government to the marines, and the cultures of the different islands. They're all just so interesting and complex that I just want to explore further and further. On another note, it might just be easier for the writers to create a story from scratch, possibly years in the future, and ultimately just revisit the original series as well as the events that happened before the Straw Hat Pirates entered the scene. They would ultimately do this to further an entirely new story while incorporating nostalgia to keep those current fans happy. A new protagonist set in the future could prove to be interesting, as fans of the original series could enjoy seeing what happens in a post-Straw Hat world. Ultimately, after they achieve their goals, the nostalgia from this is something that I believe that a lot of fans would enjoy. As the protagonist grows, their new crew could meet up with past members of the Straw Hats, both official and non-official members. They could do this in order to accomplish whatever goal they have at that time, or to train. There are plenty of ways that this new story could discourage diehard One Piece fans, but I believe that it's worth trying out. You never know how good a new story could be without actually giving it a chance. And I think trying something out, even if it ends up to be terrible, is worth a try. I think that One Piece has carved out its own place in the world, and it deserves to live on forever, even if that means keeping the world alive by creating a new series, or even multiple spin-offs. This new series could carve out its own place in the world, while simultaneously bringing in a new audience that could enjoy One Piece in the future. And I believe that it could keep current fans happy for many more years to come. The series could carve out its own place in the world and bring in a new audience at the same time as keeping current fans happy for many more years. It'll just have to do so in a better way than anime that have come before it, just like Boruto, for example. I think that the One Piece team could easily learn from what others have done wrong in the past and make this new story so much more engaging that they could continue building on this world while also pulling from the nostalgia of the original One Piece series and keeping those fans happy and incorporating a bunch of new elements to create an even better universe. And with that, all I have left to say is that people's dreams shouldn't have to die, and that goes the same for One Piece. The One Piece world deserves to live on in any way possible, even if this new series ends up being unbearable for those that loved the original series. I just don't think it's fair to withhold a potential new series from future generations just because the series' original fans might not enjoy it. There was something magical about One Piece and the world that it's set in for it to create its own audience and capture the hearts of millions around the globe. And personally, I believe that the world still has that magic, and there's so much left to explore, whether it be in the future or in the past. I think that a spin-off series of One Piece deserves to live on and could ultimately help the series grow and could just be amazing for anime in general. Let me know in the comments what you think of this. Do you want One Piece to stop with the Straw Hats, or would you like a prequel, or maybe even a sequel series?